just sitting there? What's your problem? Are you scared? Everything is magic here. We make it up out of thin air. Nothing's complete, nothing's concrete. Sweet or sour, it's what we make. The question is the answer to most everything. The Wookiee, Han, and Luke would sit back and wait. Come on, it's not too late. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
Dare to dream in a galaxy far, far away. Dare to dream. Dare to dream in a galaxy far, far away. Dare to dream.
Hey now, listen up. There's no need to hesitate. There's no stop and celebrate. Every day's a brand new day. Let's get going. What you say? Nothing's complete, nothing's concrete. Sweet or sour, it's what we make. The question is the answer to most everything. And Padme Leia Ray would sit back and wait. Come on, it's not too late. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
Dare to dream in a galaxy far, far away. Dare to dream. Dare to
Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
Dare to dream in a galaxy far, far away. Dare to
Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
dream in a galaxy far, far away. Dare to
Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
dream in a galaxy far, far away. Dare to
Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
dream in a galaxy far, far away. Dare to dream.
And we're live. Oops, I forgot to stop the share. And we're live. How's everybody doing?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. How about you?
I am awesome, but you already knew that. We got a fun show planned for today. I'm really excited about this one. I put together a little slideshow. I did some homework and found some hidden things.
Glad someone did.
Well, one of us had time off today.
Oh, I was busy. I had to cut the grass. I got a new shirt in the mail I had to put on. I was busy.
I thought you were going to try to say you made that. And I'm like,
Jennifer.
you already told us you bought
No,
it.
I didn't make this one. Jason says all the shows are fun.
Thanks, Jason.
So who
We
do we got?
appreciate that.
We got Jason. We got Jennifer, Mary, Katie, Chris. Where was it? I saw Casey for the very first time joining us. Awesome.
Hi, Casey.
One of you two can figure out how to pronounce her last name because I sure as heck can't.
I'm going to go with Drelling. Is that correct?
Could be. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. If I didn't get it. Do you want to go right into the tip of the week, or do we want to? There was some cruise line news.
Yeah. That for me, I thought that was good news. So they announced today that they're going to go ahead with the test cruising because the CDC guidelines are saying that you have to have 95% vaccinated if you don't want to do the test cruises. So Disney said with all the kids on board, which just get rid of the kids, right?
Yeah, simple solution. Just don't allow kids on board.
Yeah, what a Disney cruise with kids? That's silly. But
I'm telling you, Disney is no place for children. I've said that
I know,
for
we keep
ages now,
saying
right?
it. No one's listening. But because they said there's just too many kids that we cannot abide by the 95% vaccination rate. So they're going to go ahead with the test cruising. And what was the date? July, I believe the end of July. Exactly, Mary. Leave the kids at home.
Yeah.
They
So
wouldn't
it's gonna
enjoy
be-
it anyway. It won't be any fun.
So it's a two-day cruise, right?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
a
that's
2-day. And I don't
18 plus.
know
This is
how
sounding
many
better all
they
the
have to
time.
do. I didn't see that part, but maybe Jennifer knows that information and she can tell us in the chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's good. It's good to see these things, moving forward.
There you go.
I
You got
know.
our first volunteer. We'll let Disney know.
That's what I said. I said, sign me up.
We'll
Sell the
call them up
kids
on our
or
direct line. I have like a special red telephone right over here out of frame that's just for
It has
that.
one button on it. It's shaped like a D.
I know. I was like, sign me up. And then I saw it was only 2 nights. I'm like, oh, that's kind of a long flight for a 2-night cruise.
Yeah, but while you're there, you
Well,
can
where are they
visit the
leaving
world.
out of? Are they going out of Florida?
Galveston. Oh, wait. I think it said Galveston, right? No, it said Port Canaveral. Where did I
It
get
had to be
Galveston?
Port Canaveral.
I don't know. Yeah.
But it says it's a virtual cruise. Is it even going to leave the dock?
Wait, it said virtual? I missed that part. Are you joking?
I'm sure
Well-
it said virtual cruise.
Well, I'm wondering if
No.
that just means that it's not going to a destination. It's probably just
Yeah, virtual.
out
That
to
would
sea
make.
and
How
coming
would that be a
back.
test?
Well, if it just sits at the dock and you don't
Well,
leave
it's
the
not-
ship, it's the same as if you're at sea, right? And plus, they save a lot of money on fuel that way.
Maybe that's what they mean by virtual. Hi, Jody.
I mean, you're on the boat, but I got the impression it wasn't leaving the.
not even
Well,
leaving
as long
the
as
dock. Well,
the food and the entertainment are still there.
Yeah. I mean,
well,
which
and
doesn't
it's
make it
easier
fair.
for the dancers if they're not on the high seas.
Yeah.
I cannot believe how those dancers are managing to hit all their steps when the
Yeah.
boat is
Especially
like
during
rocking to the
hurricane
point that I'm like,
season.
I can't even like walk down the hallway. They're hitting all their steps. They're
Yeah.
professionals.
Exactly.
This is received news critically. Sorry, I'm just reading it.
But yeah, I wonder how they're going to choose the passengers or the volunteers for this.
Oh, and it's going to be on the Dream too.
Well, and I wonder if, so you're saying it's like 18 plus. So does this test cruise have to include, just kind of like anyone? Because isn't part of the test to go, if you're going to allow people who aren't vaccinated on
I got
for
the
the
answer.
real cruise, do we have to test then? Does that have to be part of the test? You can't say, okay, everyone has to be vaccinated in order
Right.
to be on the test.
No, you
I would
don't.
have to-
Quite
You don't.
that
What it
won't really
says
count,
is,
right?
if you are not vaccinated, you have to provide proof from written documentation from a healthcare provider, or you must self-certify that you're not at a high risk of COVID-19.
Okay.
self-certify.
So if you can't go if you have diabetes and
Promise.
Yeah,
Promise?
like if you have,
I
yeah.
pinky swear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
All
afraid
right.
there's too many people in this world that'll be like, no, I totally pinky swear I'm fine. And then like,
Yeah.
you're not fine.
My mother at home doesn't have it. Yeah.
I don't see where it says virtual. Maybe I misread that. Maybe I was reading
A
two articles
tethered
at the same
cruise, yeah.
time. Maybe because I
I
had
think
my.
we're so used to
software
everything being virtual, you just put that word in there.
Chris thinks it would cost more for port taxes than gas, but doesn't Disney own the port?
I don't
Probably.
know if that is true, but I
A
laughed
tethered
anyway.
cruise, yeah. Well, hey, that's what the Star Wars hotel is going to be, is a tethered cruise.
Right?
Yeah, technically speaking,
You probably get used to dancing on the ship, I would think. Julissa has not seen any specifics other than it is the Dream and out of Port
Like,
Canaveral.
I
It
know
is out of
that
Port
Royal
Canaveral, okay.
Caribbean put out like a statement and where it was allowing people to apply for this, but I haven't seen anything from Disney for that yet. Because I know
Yeah.
I applied for the Royal Caribbean test cruise.
No, how many days is that one?
I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't seen that they're starting that yet.
Okay. Well, let's go to our tip of the week. That's exciting news, is that cruises are kind of gearing up and getting ready and preparing and cracking their knuckles, and she can do it like this.
Yeah,
So they're
exactly.
all right.
Good
Let's
stuff.
do our tip of the week. So our tip of the week brought to you by Dream Creators Travel.
So on Busy Moms Planning Disney Facebook page, I don't know if it was Jennifer or Julissa, but they posted and they asked for tips. And one that was chosen today was by Casey Drilling and Casey
Drilling.
So please, can you put that in the chat of how to actually pronounce your last name? I'm just as bad as
She
Dan.
did.
You mentioned already.
Oh,
that-
she did? Oh, I didn't see
yeah,
it. Oh, I'm
drilling.
sorry.
It's like drilling.
So it's a really good one, and actually I use it too. So I had to get this out. So this is a collapsible hamper, which it's really great. Especially I use this on the cruise. So they're like $5 or $7, and they collapse really flat. Yep. Just like that. So they collapse really flat. You can throw it in your suitcase, doesn't take up much room. And then you just put it in your room and throw all your dirty clothes. At the end of the trip, I actually just took that whole laundry basket and threw it right into my luggage. And that way I didn't have to worry about messing with the dirty clothes. It's also good even if you have, like if you're changing hotels and the next location you happen to have a washer and dryer. So I don't know, it's really helpful, especially with our large family. It worked out really perfect. So there wasn't dirty clothes all over the place.
Now, I love this tip of the week. We do something similar. We actually just have a cloth bag with a drawstring on it. So the same kind of thing. It collapses down very, very compactly for packing. You put all your dirty clothes in that throughout the week. At the end of the week, you throw it in your suitcase. You bring it home, take that straight to the laundry room, you're done.
The hamper works a lot better, especially with children, because the bag that you have, Justin, requires more effort, which they actually have to pick it up and open it and shove the stuff in. These they can just throw from across the room. So the hamper actually works out. But yes, either way. So
well, I'm telling you, don't take children to Disney. That's your first tip. But
yeah, exactly.
If you do, use one of these instead of the bag idea that I have.
Well, so we want to thank Casey for putting that tip on the
that's a really good one. Definitely.
So that tip came from Busy Moms Planning Disney and Dream Creators Travel. They're associated with Dream Creators Travel, and we appreciate both Jennifer and Julissa and Dream Creators Travel for all of their sponsorship and help in keeping this thing going.
Oh, Dollar Tree has them sometimes. That's good to know. Yeah, love that.
It's a great idea, Katie says.
It is.
We have the cloth drawstring bag as well, Mary. In fact, Monica actually made one using Disney fabric because that's how much of Disney nerds we are.
Yeah. So
Okay, yeah, Jody does it.
I totally agree with that, Jody. I usually, especially because there's so many of us, we usually end up with a condo anyhow, and it usually has a washer and dryer. So I usually throw in our clothes every single day, and I usually come home with like 0 dirty clothes. But on the cruise, that's not possible. So
Well, it's possible, but it's not fun.
yeah.
So yesterday was the last day to get the $50 offer with Dream Cruise Travel, but continuing today, if you book a trip 3 nights vacation package,
three nights and
night
3
package.
days,
yeah, and you mentioned that you heard about them from the Grand Circle Tour podcast, you get a $25 gift card, which is awesome sauce.
Absolutely.
Always helpful.
And who can't use an extra $25 when you're on a Disney vacation?
Yeah.
I already got my extra $25 last week with the Panda.
I'm like, wait, what?
The Panda
You booked a
trivia.
trip?
No, I won Panda Trivia last week.
I know. That was awesome.
Sweet.
I got my $25 gift card.
I'm very proud of you, Stan.
So we were going to talk about hidden. Hang on, this thing is driving me nuts. We were going to talk about hidden secrets,
Hidden details, hidden secrets, secret codes, all that kind of fun stuff around the parks that you maybe don't notice if you're not looking for it.
right? So Holly sent me the first one I'm going to put up. Well, Mary's seen it was a hard trivia. It was an easy one. I did really well with that one. That is nerdtastic.
Why, was it Star Wars?
It was Star Wars and Muppets for half of it. So,
Muppets, even better. I love it.
So this is the first one that we had. And we also have this one coming up on our Grand Circle Tour live show, the Little Man of Disneyland.
We are on the live show. You mean the actual recorded show?
On the recorded show coming out later.
On the podcast.
Mary wants me to gloat some more. Well, let me tell you, I got one of these things.
Mary, it's okay. You can be proud. That was really hard to do. Oh my goodness.
The Little Man of Disneyland. Holly, you want to tell us about this?
So over in Adventureland, and I'm not going to give exact details of where because it's really fun looking, but what cracks me up about this picture, and I didn't even notice it until I went and looked at it later, it looked like somebody fed the Little Man of Disneyland a Pez. See it?
Oh, okay.
The door. It's like a Pez candy. But so this little house is hidden in Adventureland, and it's fun just to try to find it. And there actually is a golden book about the Little Man of Disneyland, which I have not read. It's been in my Amazon cart for like a year and a half. I just have not bought it, but it's super cool. And it is a little bit difficult to locate if you don't know exactly where, but.
And to be clear, this is in Disneyland specifically.
Yes, Disneyland only. Hi, Carlos.
To this week's recorded show, we tell you more specifically where it is in Disneyland. So you can listen to the recorded show and find out more or less where it is. I'm going to definitely look for this next time I go.
Yeah. It's so cute. I mean, look at it. It's so cute. And it's so exciting when you find it. Like,
oh yeah?
Pretty cool.
I'll be excited. We entertain ourselves easily. And what was this one?
This was outside of, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, Justin.
Justin, are you okay there?
Is there a cat in there?
Hey, once I start, it's difficult to stop.
Okay, I believe this one is as I'm exiting the park at Disneyland. I took so many photos this day though, because we kind of this was on the 14th when Chris and I went, and it was pretty busy that day. And the lines were really long. So there was a point at like a good couple hours where we're like, well, let's just walk around. And we just started talking about the mailboxes. And I said, I'm going to go around and take pictures of all the mailboxes. So then for a couple hours, that's what we did. We went around and tried to find all the mailboxes that we could at Disneyland. And I'm sure we missed several because it wasn't until towards the end of the day that we thought to do this.
So then you made a video out of it.
Yeah, because there are so many of them. I'm like, it's easier just to do a little reel of them.
So you sent me the video, and I with no sound, no music, so I had to add music. So let's take a look at that. This is scary.
Letters, we get letters, we get stacks and stacks of letters. Dear Harry, would you be so kind to fill a request and sing the song I like
The song that I had originally had on it was a Mr. Postman song.
Oh,
I
okay.
like
So
that one
it
too.
wasn't too far
But
off.
it wouldn't transfer over from Instagram to you. I don't know what happened.
Okay, yeah, because
Yeah,
there's no sound at all.
So there are, and I don't know the exact count, but there are several that are actual real working mailboxes that the post office comes in there and actually picks them up to deliver mail. So that's pretty cool. Next time, if I remember, I would like to try to mail something out from there.
Well, mail it to
see-
yourself and see what type of postmark it gets.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that would be pretty cool to see. It might
Or
just
better
say
yet, mail it
Anaheim.
to me.
So we'll find out next year what it
Yeah,
said.
yeah. So in 4 years from now, you'll you'll find out what it is. I kind of put together a little slideshow, and I'm going to take you guys on a tour of hidden things in Toy Story Land.
Cool.
So the first one I came up with is this one here. I'm sure you're all familiar with the A113.
Mm-hmm.
So this is right near the Woody's lunchbox. You have all those blocks piled up. So these two blocks, if you look at them, you got the A113, which I thought was really cool.
Mhm. There's probably so much hidden stuff over there
Oh, it's
in all
crazy.
the toys.
It's crazy. And of course, Woody's Lunchbox, speaking of Woody's Lunchbox, is sponsored by Baby Bell Cheese, which of course you see all over the place on the tables and whatnot, the Baby Bell cheese, which is obviously a favorite snack of Andy's. This one here was cute.
Yeah.
You can see
cooties.
the bug back here is a regular bug. Well, this one here, it broke.
Oh,
So Andy
Baby
replaced
Bell.
his body with a Baby Bell cheese.
That is so funny.
Yeah. And I think this is from that game Cooties.
Yeah, cooties. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So there's a kind of a hidden Baby Bell in the in Toy Story Land. Anybody recognize this?
Yeah, from the Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the gun that you're shooting,
Uh-huh.
right?
Right. So I'm guessing Andy stole it from Disneyland or something when he was in Disneyland at Toy Story Land.
Well, they probably sold them.
I guess so. I mean, it doesn't have the rope attached to it, so there's
Yeah,
wire.
they probably sold them.
I don't know. I think Andy
Before
took the
when-
wire cutters.
before
with
we-
him.
Disney allowed
Buzz
gun-shaped
Lightyear-
things.
Toy. Yes, that's it. That's the ticket.
So it was a nod to Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin from Magic Kingdom or from Disneyland. This one here,
Too
I thought
long
was
of a
really
wait.
yeah, 80 minutes in line for Slinky Dog. But do you recognize what this is?
It's a dog tag.
A dog tag.
Right. So when you're walking, it looks like, okay, well, fine, it's a dog tag. When you look on the back of it,
Aw.
it has Buster's has the
That's so
Buster's name
cute.
and the address. So what's important about this is 234 Elm Street isn't the house that he lived on in the first movie. It's where the house he lived in the second movie, in Toy Story 2.
Okay.
Sure.
So that means that there's no mutant toys in Toy Story Land because Spike doesn't live next door in
Got
this
it.
sandbox that we're playing in.
Okay.
So people ask that. People ask, why is there no Barbie doll with fish legs or with a fishing rod type thing or fish? You know what I mean?
I'm glad there's not.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say though, there are things though, just throughout that area is things like there are footprints. There, Andy's footprints are in the concrete. If you look down,
Yes. I just want to catch up on the chat here. So I know there are some at Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom.
So what was
Mail
the
box.
post, the
Oh, that's
stamp?
yeah. I'm way behind here.
So what did that say, Mary? Did it say like Magic Kingdom or did it say whatever city? I don't know
Chris was
what it
saying,
would
once
say.
upon a time, we were able to mail a coconut from Adventureland to your home.
That's pretty funny.
I love that.
And
I
he's a thief.
absolutely love that.
No one can wait 80 minutes. Yeah, the name tag. I thought this one was really neat.
So Stan, are these your photos? Like you noticed
No, I
this or
saw
you?
them all online.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
I'm like
totally
Andy.
called you out there.
Yeah, you totally called me out. Thanks, I appreciate it.
I was gonna just be very impressed with how observant you were. But
So there's an area where he has stickers put up, and there's like a piece of planet sticker, and some kind of dinosaur sticker, and this Triple R Ranch sticker is kind of significant from the movie. I'm not sure if anybody would recognize it immediately, but that was the where he went for
camp, cowboy camp.
for cowboy camp, which is also
That's where I was thinking it was from. Yes, there we go.
So this is the same camp that the Spin and Marty series, 11 minutes shorts, part of the Mickey Mouse Club from 1955.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah. That's what I love about Disney. All this stuff.
His shirt, the camp. Yes, exactly. So much gloating.
They really do love their sort of deep cuts like that.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought that one was really, really cool. This one here, you got the Rex. Andy kept the box that Rex came in.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's funny. The price tag.
But what's
I
really
seriously did not notice that.
Yeah.
Oh,
this one
it's on Slinky Dog Dash. I haven't been on that, so that explains why.
No, but you can see it without being on Slinky Dog Dash. Like I've taken this picture. This isn't my picture, but I have taken this picture. Not this picture, but I do have a picture of this box. But what's really cool is the price tag.
It's from Al's Toy Barn. Sure.
Yes. And 11/22/1995.
Yeah, that's the release date.
Oops. That's that was a date that Toy Story 1 came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, November 22nd, 1985. So I thought that one was really cool.
So that next one, that one with the scanner, the UPC code.
Yeah, so go ahead.
We kept wanting to try to scan it, but we could never do it when we were online. Like take the Amazon and to like scan it and see if a real item came up.
Okay, I should take it to work and scan it.
Yeah, you should and see if it. But you can use like the Amazon app. I can't do it that photo, but because I bet you something comes up.
Most likely. Yeah, so this one has a date too, but not only that, has made in Emeraldville, California, which is where Pixar's head office is located. And the 31986 has a date as well, which is, of course, the date Pixar was founded.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, Mary's right. It's 2 dates actually. Because when you look at the next one, 10/11/97, which is October 11th, 1997. Or sorry, 10/1/90. Yeah. Is the year that Disneyland opened.
Wait,
so cool.
What?
October 11th, 97 is the year that Disney World opened.
Like what?
Sorry.
Okay.
October 1st. Yeah, October 1st, 1997 is when Disney World opened. 1971. What am I doing?
Like 90. I'm so confused.
Okay, October 1st, 1971.
Got it. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, we got
Okay,
it.
there's the one at the end here.
Woo, that was
You
rough.
got to follow the whole line. All right.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary. Yes. So, anyways, those are that was the ones that I kind of came up with just this afternoon for a cool trip down Toy Story Land. Pixar founded.
You see what Mary said, and yet Stan won trivia.
Yes, Stan won trivia.
By the skin of his teeth.
October 11th, 1997. My son's
cool.
birthday. Oh, that is cool.
That's why he was saying it.
Yeah. Yeah, 1971. Yeah. Anyways, I thought those were cool.
It is cool.
Then, Justin, did you have any?
I do have a couple here. I'm just kind of getting a couple things together quick here.
Okay.
I'm totally not doing this all on the fly.
Okay, Mary's saying, I have
It's all
taken
on
the
the
free
fly.
tour at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and they tell you all the details about Boma and Chico. There are so many details you don't even. That would be awesome. I really want to do that tour. That's something that I don't know if my wife
The
would be
free
up for.
tour? They have a free tour?
And they give you food samples on that tour as well.
Well, they used to.
Well, I'm sure they will again. It's just a matter of time, I'm sure. Chris is saying the drawing in the queue of Slinky Dog map of Andy's backyard is a nod to the Earful Tower at Hollywood Studios.
Earful Tower.
Well, yeah, that was that water tower. The drawing in the queue
Okay, let
of
me
the
see.
Slinky
I have
Dog
to- I
map.
have to
And
share. Share my screen.
see, yeah, you get free food at the end of that Animal Kingdom Lodge tour. I got to do that tour.
Yeah.
Okay, so this. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I think I have the volume turned off here. And now I need to play it. Here. This is something we had talked about on our last episode, but this is Madame Leota
Blinking.
blinking.
And Justin didn't cheat.
Oh.
This is Justin's actual
This is
video.
my own video. I was. This is why I was so late to the show. I was searching for this video specifically, just so I could show it. I got the video of her with her eyes open. If you watch this tombstone, it's right as you come into the park, into the stretching room. She will occasionally open her eyes and blink and look around a little bit.
Wow. Play it again. Oh my goodness.
So that was, I caught the end of it. You know, it's hard to catch if you're not just
So
in the
her
right
eyes
place
are
at the
normally
right
shut,
time.
though, right? Are they normally
Her eyes
shut?
are normally shut.
Normally
but,
shut.
okay.
Yeah.
But if you're watching, her face will even like lift up a little bit. Her eyes will open. They'll look around a little bit, then they'll close, and she'll go back into position.
Yeah.
Cool.
The Keys to the Kingdom tour I've done, and I strongly suggest doing it. It
Kelly,
is-
I really,
such a good-
really want to do that tour.
Yeah.
Really want to do that one.
the face moves too.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, her face kind of picks up a little bit. She opens her eyes, she looks around, then she goes back into position and closes her eyes.
Wow. That's
Well,
pretty cool.
That is cool.
The other one I had, okay, let me see if I can. I have to pull this over here. Can I pull it over to this?
Yeah, I can't wait for all the tours to come back.
Mhm.
So this one is from Hollywood Studios, and this is a couple of mailboxes, but it's a little hard to see here on the screen. And, let's see, can I increase this? Maybe not. But we have E. Valiant, which is Eddie Valiant from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and Peavy, which is from The Rocketeer.
Oh, cool.
And then T. Ogle something, I can't read it. He's actually the Don Knotts character from the Apple Dumpling Gang movies. The Apple Dumpling
Cool.
Gang and the Apple Dumpling Gang Rides Again.
What is a little tiny slot for, I wonder?
It's a mailbox, so it's you put something in there.
But is that like big enough for a letter? It looks small. It looks like a quarter size.
Well, no. I think this is like for an apartment building, and you could see if you have mail because the mail will be sitting at an angle.
Oh, okay.
So if you're just walking by, you can kind of take a glance and see if you have mail or not.
Yeah, because it's so much effort to walk over and
And actually unlock it and open it
Yeah.
up and take a look. Yeah. Or you might miss the elevator by that time. So.
Oh, okay.
And where is this located, Justin?
This is in Hollywood Studios.
Is this at the tower?
I
Shouldn't
forget
be
where
at the
this
tower.
was. No, I was looking up so many things here. Here we go. Okay, you can see it right
Starbucks?
along with me. It's on Buena Vista Street. See the partial staircase about a third way down the block, open archway, go inside. And there's the mailbox. Climb the stairs. There's the mailbox there
Oh, cool.
on the
That's
wall.
neat.
So it's a little out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know where you're looking. Oh, here we
Barry
go.
thinks it's in
Ogilvy.
Disneyland?
Theodore Ogilvy was the clumsy outlaw from Apple Dumpling Gang. The first one here, S. Yoshiwara, pays tribute to a former Disneyland cast member and friend to many people in the Disney community
Cool.
who passed
that's
away
nice.
just before the Buena Vista Street's completion.
Okay. I have a couple of extra ones here before we wrap up. This one here is kind of a funny story because Holly, this is your favorite attraction at all of Walt Disney World for some godforsaken reason, Dinosaur. When you were in the queue at Dinosaur, there's these pipes along the wall, and there's a red pipe, a yellow pipe, and a white pipe. And what was funny was my first trip, I didn't know this at the time, but joking around, I kind of said to my daughter, I said, "Hey, look that's the pipes that they use to get the ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise to all the restaurants." and she kind of laughed, and she thought, I said, "You wouldn't be neat if that actually was what that was." So years later, after I became more of a Disney fan, these are the pipes here. So this is the chemical compound for ketchup. This is the chemical compound for mustard, and this is the chemical compound for
No.
mayonnaise.
No.
Yes, and those were actually put there. They're not actually ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise, but the dinosaur attraction was originally sponsored by McDonald's.
How
So as a
funny.
fun thing to do, that was one of the things that Joe Rohde came up with, was to put these 3 pipes in there and to have the chemical compounds for ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise on it. Maybe they need to be that color for some reason. Maybe it's hot water, yellow water. I don't know. But that was
That's
was
really funny.
with part of the inside joke of being part of the sponsor of McDonald's, because McDonald's was the original sponsor for the dinosaur ride, and they're still there today. The red, yellow, and white pipes are still there. So next time you have a dinosaur, you can say, "Hey, look at those are the pipes for transporting the ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise."
Probably the next time I go, Dinosaur will not be there.
I think dinosaur will be there, but Dinoland might not be.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope it's gone. Let's hope Dinoland is gone.
Kelly saying, "Have you ever noticed the chess pieces in the Haunted Mansion?" Yes. Supposedly they're set to be at a stalemate.
No, she's talking about like the spires on the Haunted Mansion.
Oh, the ones on
at
top.
Magic Kingdom on top, yeah, on
Yes.
top of the building, look like chess pieces.
Oh,
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, it's Pirates of the Caribbean that you're talking. You're
Right.
thinking of, where the 2 skeletons are playing chess and they're at a stalemate,
Yes.
showing that they are locked in this chess battle for all eternity.
For all eternity.
I
Right.
never knew that one either. That's cool.
You didn't know about the chess? No? Okay. Yeah, that's their. And apparently, once upon a time, that's how it was originally set up. But over the years, cast members kind of played with the chess pieces, and it's no longer set up like that. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, that was the original idea. And that's why they're skeletons, because they've been sitting there forever at a dead end.
Yeah.
So apparently, in the Monsters Inc. ride at Disneyland, occasionally it's supposed to always be there, but there's a Tower of Terror hotel towel in the one locker room scene to show that the human world exists in that reality.
I wonder if that's where all the rumors come from for that wanting to switch it to a Monsters Inc. attraction.
And if it isn't there, it's mostly because the cast members forgot to put it there that day because they have to like take it out and launder it and bring it back.
Turn Dinoland into dead plants and fill it with all the villains.
There needs to be a villain land somewhere. I don't know there, but somewhere. It could fit. I don't know.
Well,
but
and there was originally going to be more like the fantasy characters. I mean, that's why there's the dinosaur on the logo. That would be great. I mean, if they
You
use
mean the
that
dragon
area
or the
for that.
dragon on the logo?
Yeah. What did I
Yeah.
say?
Dinosaur.
Oh, dragon. Sorry.
Yeah,
dragon.
well, that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see them convert it to a mythical beast land, like they had originally had planned. Was what Joe Rohde originally had planned as a mythical beast land, with dragons flying around and stuff, blowing fire and whatnot.
That would be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it would be great, and you could keep so much of like what's there. I mean, you could keep obviously if you can convert dinosaur to Indiana Jones or vice versa, you can convert that to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had one more. The Beauty and the Beast restaurant. Be our guest. My favorite spot to sit. I've only been there twice. I've sat in the same room, but the second time I was right by the windows. And the windows, that's a beautiful spot to sit. And you get this falling snow through the windows happening. What's interesting, I'm not sure if this was to save money or if this was convenience or just a tip of the hat, but they used the actual cells of the falling snow from the Beauty and the Beast movie.
Oh.
And that's the same footage from the Beauty and the Beast movie of falling snow that they have in the restaurant. Knowing Disney is probably to save money, but,
Yeah.
but it's cool. It's cool to know that. And when you're there, you can point that out to whoever, say, hey, I know something you don't know.
Which
Mary
is what I do
said-
all the time, whether I'm at Disney or not.
Mary said the cherubs on the ceiling.
Yes, the cherubs on the ceiling are they don't exactly look like babies. They look like adults. And the reason for that is because they're the Imagineers that worked on the restaurant and the area, or their children.
Wow.
And they're extremely well painted. Like they're definitely human faces on them. They're not baby faces, but you don't notice them casually, but if you look up and actually stare at them or use a good camera lens,
You're like,
you'll
that
see.
baby is creepy.
Yeah, they are pretty creepy looking. They are pretty creepy looking, that's for sure.
I say that about every baby. No.
Right.
No Panda tonight, so we don't have to end on time. I was going to message him and ask him if he was doing a
I
show or
didn't
not.
see that.
I didn't see
Really?
that. I was going to message him and ask him that.
This
Well, seeing
always
as how we got
happens.
some-
It always happens whenever we like aren't rushing, then he's
Yeah.
not on. Every single time. Never fails.
But when he's on, it's like we've got someone like Phil Fletcher, and we're like, we could go for
On
7
a
more
trivia night.
hours.
Yeah, exactly. Gosh, Chris could have been on cooking like 3 meals right now for us.
Oh.
Okay.
Darn
We do have Holly, what was this one all about here you sent to me?
Okay, so this is the ride in Fantasyland at Disneyland, Alice in Wonderland. And that is the caterpillar's shoes from the movie. So
Okay.
in the movie, he just randomly disappears, right?
Mhm.
And he leaves his shoes. Well, that's the nod to the movie. But you don't really notice it unless you're really looking for it. Like I have been on this ride, I don't know how many times, but I went with a new friend on opening day. And when we were on top of it, because this ride is quite interesting if you've never been on it. It actually is a dark ride and it's mostly
Mhm.
indoors, but then it comes outside on top of like some leaves or something. So as you're outside, you can look down and you can get a quick glimpse of these shoes, which I had never noticed before until she pointed it out. And also that I guess is the original ticket booth. They used to take the tickets for the rides in that mushroom.
Why would
Oh,
they have the
okay.
tickets in a mushroom?
What?
Why were the tickets in a mushroom?
Because that was part of the movie.
Oh,
From
so it's
Alice in
still
Wonderland.
Alice in Land themed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right,
okay.
but yeah, so like way back, I mean, when it was like you had to have a ticket for each ride. You know,
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
ticket, B ticket, whatever, E ticket.
And then right
cetera.
across the way, which I don't know if Mindy discussed this, but there's another original ticket booth there for the Storybook Land Canal boats, and it's a oh my goodness, what is that? A lighthouse, lighthouse, and that's the original ticket booth as well.
Chris is saying, "Thanks a lot, Ollie. He could have been cooking for us."
Well, he could have.
Yeah, I like the
Maybe
hidden,
he can.
hidden
One
items.
of these upcoming shows.
Yeah, hopefully
maybe.
Chris will be back on soon.
Yeah,
My only regret is I can't be there with him to taste the food that he's cooking
Yeah.
for us.
One of these days, he needs to cook live with us so we can taste it.
So we all have to go to Chris's house. This is the plan.
That works. I agree. Sometimes if there's just 3 circles, everyone's like a hidden Mickey. So yeah, these are a lot more interesting, I think.
yeah. I love all the hidden stuff, but the Toy Story Land in particular is so well done.
I bet there's
And I thought
so much.
I thought for sure you'd be diving deep into Galaxy's Edge,
Oh,
looking
gosh.
for every
I think
little
you
hidden
need an entire
detail and arboresh
episode.
and everything.
There's
You're like,
a
"Yep, I'm
lot of
going for Toy Story Land."
there's a lot of good ones at Galaxy's Edge as well. You know the I think it's pronounced Deodog or Deobog, the trash monster from A
Okay.
New Hope. Well,
Sure.
where the water fountains are, you can drink water. Every once in a while, that monster comes up and looks around. The Deobog monster. Well, there's writing above those water fountains, so it kind of looks like you're drinking the water from that when you're, when you're drinking the water. So you get those when on the Disney Play app. They have the translator thing where you can
Mhm.
translate everything, all
Mhm.
the airbrush into English, and above that there's a sign in airbrush, and when you translate it, it says "Don't drink the water."
That's funny. We tried to use that translator. I needed a translator to try to use the translator. Oh my gosh.
You know, when we were there, I was trying to use like the Disney Play app to kind of play some of the games and stuff. And the problem I ran into was like doing things like when you're waiting in line, because of the way the lines were rerouted so many different weird ways,
Mhm.
the app wasn't set up for all of those redirections. So it didn't work.
And how quickly you move. Like we couldn't get them all because you're moving so quickly. You're
You know, or I was
trying
like
to input the stuff
in one
and
spot
grumbled
where I'm
at
like,
from the people
"Oh,
behind you.
are you here? Yeah. Okay, go, scan this box. Well, actually, because of the way the line's set up, that's like 3 parts of the line over, and I can't go there now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I'm technically in the right spot, and I'm like, okay, I can't explain this to an app.
I do enjoy scanning all the barcodes and collecting all the things though at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah. So
They
when I
have
go
those little-
back the next time, and hopefully the lines will be more how the app expects them to be, so I can
Yeah.
spend a little more time just kind of playing with some of that.
Chris says we can meet at the resort and he'll use the outside grills for food and all. You know, which you could now bring grills
totally
into
on
Disney
board with that.
Springs and just do it
I
on a
was gonna
picnic
say
table.
that.
you can bring forward. They allow you to do that now. I saw a lady get away with it.
Tell me which park and what dates, and I'll be there.
Right? That sounds fun. Or use one of the rooms. We usually have a condo with a full kitchen. We don't need the. Hi,
Hey,
Dan.
There you go. Dan,
Chris, the
DVC
DVC
Resort have a grill.
Yeah, grilled before. This is for the
Oh yeah.
Crazy for Disney
Thank you, Mary.
fundraiser. Give Kids a World auction is for a great cause, and there's the link Mary's sharing with everyone, which is awesome.
Okay, give kids the world, yeah.
The small speeder bike have the LMA on them for the Lights Motors rocket. Lights Motors action.
Oh, that's one of those. I love this detail, this sort of detail that Disney does, where they include a little nod to previous attractions in an attraction that replaces an old one. And this,
Oh yeah.
that's a great example of it.
Where's the small speeder bike?
I'm
I'm guessing in
not
Galaxy's Edge
sure
somewhere.
which one he's talking about specifically. I'm gonna guess it's within the pre-show, the queue area of the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run ride.
Because I'm thinking maybe it's in with those land speeders that are parked.
Where is
I
it in
know-
regards to the Ronto wraps? And then maybe I'll know. But
What's Terry saying no Stan about?
No
no
Stan.
Stan what?
I don't know.
What did you
Stan,
do
I have
now?
no idea. Okay.
Mr. Toad giving Owl the deed to the poo ride.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's
Yeah,
one of the
or
ones we,
Disneyland, since it replaced Country Bears, they have the 3 heads on the wall in the Heffalump and Woozles room.
Which sounds horrible. The bear heads in the wall.
Galaxy's
Well,
Edge
actually,
shopping.
it's a moose
okay.
and it was 3 different animals, but moose is one of them.
Yeah. Oh, she was saying no grills no grilling at Disney Springs. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they didn't like it when that lady did that.
Well, they
Brought up
frowned on
the hot
that
dogs.
one.
Yeah. So, what's coming up on the Grand Circle Tour? Well, we plugged it like crazy today. The show came out today, which you two were on. What was that one about? I listened to it this afternoon.
We talked about it. It just came out, but we talked about it last week because
Right.
Jay couldn't edit this last week, so it just came out. But it was one we already talked about, the like rebirth of Disney,
Right.
and
Well,
all
we
this
were
stuff
talking-
that's restarting.
Yeah, absolutely. When we're talking about how Disneyland and Disney World is kind of coming back to normal as the world is coming back to normal, and we're talking about all those green shoots and signs of rebirth, and that was an awesome episode. And the one we just recorded is basically a lot of the same kind of stuff we're talking about here tonight. Talking about all these hidden details and Easter eggs and secret codes that you can find around all the Disney parks and various other properties around the world. So check that out. If you liked this episode, you'll definitely like that.
Yeah, because that was a fun one. We just recorded this past Sunday. And then on the solo show, I have Big Fat Panda coming on. Finally, it's going to be released. It's going to come out this Thursday morning. So tune into that. We talk about Panda was on the show a year ago, and we talked about this is like back when everything was closed. Every park was closed. The cruise lines weren't going. Alani was closed. And we talked about what it would take to reopen the parks. It was about a week before Shanghai reopened. And we gave our predictions as to how Disney could safely reopen the parks and what park will open first and what
I
order.
really want to listen to this one because I want to see which ones were right and wrong. And
So we go back and we listen. We kind of rehash what we talked about a year ago, and we make our predictions for a year from now. What is it going to be like a year from now in the Disney parks? So that's coming up on the solo show.
and then next week for our live, we're going to have Derek from Satisfactual Signs back. We had him on several months ago, I think in December. So he has something going on. So he's going to be back, and I think he has a lot of new signs. So, and I know Justin just got.
He has been working like crazy,
Yeah.
creating all these new signs, creating all the same ones that everyone knows and loves and wants to buy. Every time I go on his site when he's opening the shop, I swear the place sells out in seconds. So
It does.
by all means, follow his Facebook page so you know when he's going to open the shop,
Yeah.
so you can be there for those 3 seconds when you can buy something.
The only reason
they're
why
worth
I
it.
have signs is because every time he reaches like a threshold, like right now he just reached 10,000 followers on Instagram. So he's going to do some huge giveaway with a bunch of small shops. Well, back when it was like 5,000 or something, I won his giveaway, which was a golden ticket. So I got first dibs to make a purchase. So that's the only reason why I have any of his signs is because I won a golden ticket to buy before anybody else. So yeah, his stuff is really great. And hopefully, I know Justin, you just ordered, so hopefully you'll have it when he's
I
on.
got like last Thursday, he opened his shop and I was there for those 3
Yeah.
seconds. I got the sign I wanted.
That's cool. But he's so funny too. And he's so humble too. That's what I really love about him.
Yeah.
So, and then hopefully we're going to get Chris back on here too soon to cook for us again. Cause that was one of our one of my favorite shows as well.
Mary saying, make sure everyone listens to the Grand Circle Tour Confession Show.
Whatever,
Find out which
Mary.
one of the Grand Circle Tour tour guides are not
I know
your
who she's
favorite
talking
anymore.
about.
Do you know any of the stuff hidden on the People Mover? Yes, I do. If you listen very carefully when you get near the end of the People Mover, you'll hear them announce the Grand Circle Tour. So
They're talking about us.
That's something to listen to when you ride the People Mover next time.
We were looking up stuff for Oahu because we're planning to go there. There's a Grand Circle Island tour that you can take.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yes.
good to have T-shirts.
I've done that tour before. I was destined for this podcast.
Oh.
It's funny.
So be sure to check out dreamcreatorstravel.com for all your trip booking.
And get booked.
And get
$200
booked.
down. Get booked. Get something booked.
It
Stan.
looks like the border might be opening soon, so maybe I should quickly book something.
Yeah. Put that deposit
You
down.
can always
Make some
hope.
payments.
I got 7 weeks of holidays coming up this year still.
7
So,
weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got 7 weeks of holidays saved up, so I got to use them before the end of the year.
Crazy.
Thank you, everybody, for joining
Bye.
us. I guess we're not going to bother plugging Panda's show because he's not doing one.
I guess not. Well, normally we would tell you to go to Panda's site, but not tonight because he's taking the night off. So,
So have a great week, everybody, and go Jets, go.
Bye.
Bye.